Hello, today you will learn about two famous African American inventors. The first African American inventor is Frederick J. London. He was born January 1st, 1936, died November 3rd, 1904. London was born to free parents. That means that his parents were no longer slaves at the time. He went to school with white kids. White parents pulled their kids out of the school because they did not want their child sitting in class with a black child. Even though everybody was free, white parents still did not feel comfortable having their child sit next to an African American child. Frederick continued to perform well in school. Frederick came from a family of musicians and he loved to sing. He taught music, learned the organ, and led a choir. Frederick married his wife named Harriet Johnson. Frederick joined a choir called the Jubilee Singers, seen right here to your right. In 1879, he formed his own choir called Fisk Jubilee Singers. Frederick became particularly careful about selecting his singers, investigating their backgrounds to ensure they had committed no wrong and they came from cultured homes. On November 17th, 1982, he opened a boot and shoe manufactured company. He employed 70 men who were black and white. He wanted to make sure that everybody had a chance to work and they worked together. 1 year later, the shoe shop had closed. He invented the keychain. He invented the keychain because people were pickpocketing. Pickpocketing means that people were taking things out of people's pocket without them knowing it. He also invented the keychain to keep from losing keys. We still use this invention today. The next is Garrett Morgan. Garrett Morgan was born March 4th, 1866, and he died July 27th, 1963. Garrett was born in an African American community in Kentucky. Born to his father, Sidney Morgan and Elizabeth Reed, both parents were former slaves. His father was African American and his mother was half African American and half Native American. Garrett only had a sixth grade education. At the age of 16, he moved to Cincinnati to look for a job. He got a job repairing sewing machines for clothing company. Later on in his life, he developed glaucoma and became functionally blind. In 1907, Garrett opened up his own sewing machine and repair shoe shop. In 1909, he and his wife opened another shop called Morgan's Cut Rate Ladies Clothing Store. His company made coats, suits, dresses, and other things. Three things that Garrett Morgan invented. The first one is the gas mask. Back then, it was called the smoke hood, and we still use that invention today. In 1932, Garrett opened a G.A. Morgan hair refining company. He sold hair products including his very own straightened cream and straightened comb. Garrett saw a serious car accident at the intersection. So in 1923, he invented the folding automatic traffic signal. And all three inventions you can see to your right is what it looked like back then. And we still use the traffic signal today. And then you also see how the gas mask looked back then. We still use that today. And this is how a straightening comb that made your hair straight looked. And we still use that today. And that's the end, and I hope that you enjoyed learning about the two famous African American inventors.